Brother, this is Shay. When experiencing sexual performance anxiety and erection problems, we blame and shame ourselves. That's exactly what this video is about today, how to stop blaming and shaming ourselves. First up, in the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see a red box that says subscribe. If this video is helpful for you, click on that box so that you can get the latest videos and newest tools as I share them. Okay, so let's jump straight into this. Blaming and shaming. First up, it's normal when we're experiencing erection problems and performance anxiety. And we start to have the types of thoughts of, why can't I get this right? If only I XYZ. What's wrong with me? Or I'll never be able to, whatever it may be. So these thoughts are very common when we're experiencing an intense emotion. But there's a question, why do we do this? Why do we blame and shame ourselves so much? I want you to stick with me here. I'm going to share something that is a bit far-fetched, but this has been the truest explanation in my mind of why I believe we do this. Going right back to when we're kids, we are blamed and shamed a lot, whether it's by parents, carers, teachers. We're told, no, we can't do that, stop doing that. You can't cry about the fact that you can't have a cookie. And you also can't get angry about the fact that you can't have an extra cookie. That's just an example. But we're told that's wrong, you can't do that, stop doing that, stop doing this. So what does that mean? Well, we code this blame and shame as familiar. We code it as comfort because we find, and there's not a coincidence that this phrase exists, comfort in the familiar. So what has that got to do with sexual performance anxiety and erection problems? Well, when our body is in a stress state, which is exactly what's happening in these moments now, we look for safety. Our brain wants to find us safety, and it's looking for, how do I get back to safety as quickly as possible? And what's the first place that it will go to? Roots that it's coded in the past as safe and familiar. We have coded in the past blame and shame as safe and familiar. So that is a long explanation for why do we blame and shame ourselves. I believe that's the reason why we do it when it comes to performance anxiety and erection problems, because our brain is optimizing for safety to protect us, and we go back to the paths that are the most familiar to us, and blame and shame is very, very familiar to us all from when we're younger. Okay, so that's what's going on, but we have a choice. And I'd like you to imagine getting two invitations through the door. One is to a blame and shame party. The other one is to an action party, right? The blame and shame party, we've probably spent quite a long time at that party, maybe a little bit too long at that party now. And that action party invitation feels a bit scary, feels a bit uncomfortable, but that's how we know that we're going out of our comfort zone. So I am personally inviting you to the action party, where we take action, where we move forward to get this sorted so that you can feel normal again. Because I'm saying to you, you don't need to stay at the blame and shame party for one more minute, not for one more minute. So your invitation, should you choose to accept it, below in the comments, I am going to put the link to what I call the performance anxiety quiz. This is the first step to coming into the party and being welcome to the action party. Okay, to getting things sorted. This is 10 yes or no questions that you can ask yourself. This will take less than 2 minutes to complete. It's a free quiz, and this will show you your personal score, and I will also send you a brand new tool to start getting this sorted, to get to the bottom of it so that you can feel normal again. So if that sounds good to you, head into the comments below, click on that link, and I will see you at the action party.